Worst 911 calls. According to Reddit, number 15. A man blew his face off with a shotgun, but wasn't dead yet. A couple of weeks ago, I responded to a woman in labor. I get to the scene. She had just delivered the child. She was naked and holding the baby with the cord still protruding from her. She was high as hell and trying to shoot up one last time before she went with us, with her bloodstream still feeding the baby through the cord. And the comical thing here is, some people still think everybody should have kids. This shit ain't for everybody. Oh my god. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 14. A man killed his wife with a kitchen knife and tried to kill his 7-year-old son. The kid was stabbed in the shoulder and had to run over his dead mom to get out of the house. His shoe print was in his mother's blood. And some of y'all think y'all got it bad, you know what I mean? You think you have traumatizing childhoods? Bruh, I can't even believe it. It's sad. The hell kind of name is this? Number 13. I once got a call from an 11-year-old girl who had just stabbed, or been stabbed, by her stepfather. She kicked him in the balls, atta girl, and went to hide and call 911. She was scared, and I stayed on the line until her stepfather found her. The last thing I heard was her yelling, "Please, no, don't do it again." Then I heard an angry yell and gurgling. He stabbed her in the neck 1 minute before the police got there. I quit the next day. This is the unfortunate truth of many people who are doing this dispatch or first responder, call responder work, is that they're going to come face to face with people, if not in their last moments, that are freshly dead. And dead not because of natural causes or self-inflicted injuries, which are something that you can kind of just deal with. Everybody dies. Some people take their own life. But when some other a-hole is used to abuse or wanting to take something that's not theirs, and the other person puts their foot down and says no, and in that incel rage, they decide, okay, how about I just kill you then? And you have to step into a scene like that? Come on, man. Come on, man. It's not right. Here's hoping everybody's having a realistic day. It's not too stressful, but at the same time, you have things to take care of. You know what I mean? Yeah, why not? Number 12. My friend is a first responder. He once got a call about a man that had fallen in the shower. He gets there and the guy is over 400 pounds and out cold on the bathroom floor. My friend, his partner, and the guy's roommate try everything they can think of to get the guy on the stretcher, but the bathroom is tiny and they can't even roll him over. Eventually, they call 2 more ambulances and finally get the guy out of the bathroom. They get to the elevator, and it's too small to fit the guy on the stretcher. So 6 paramedics have to carry the guy down 5 flights of stairs. My friend called in sick for the rest of the week because he was so sore and stiff that he couldn't move. Imagine going to like medical school and doing all of this training and then realizing that, nah, bruh, to be able to move these corpses and these big, chunky, meaty, beefy bodies, baby, you're gonna have to, well, you're gonna have to lift, bro. You're gonna have to lift, bro. Boy, y'all really can't shut up about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is in your mouth like a dick, and y'all slurping it like y'all gay as hell. True Silver Wolf says I need to play Cyberpunk so I can record all of the sweet bugs. Bethesda tiered. Remember, if you're playing on PC, the likelihood is that you're not going to encounter any bugs. So what you need to do is apparently play last gen, because that's what's getting all of the flack right now. Poor game. I almost wish that more people played Avengers, because the backlash is what's causing any drama with Cyberpunk right now. But I guess not enough people gave a crap about that other garbage game. What a shame. But for once, people saw it before the game came out, and I'm proud of them for that. People are perhaps learning to discern what is bad, you know? And that's good. Why not wait and get a perspective on it instead of just leaping before you look and pre-ordering things? Hopefully this constitutes the death of the pre-order. A death that we may have to, I don't know, call 911 to report. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 11. Harley motorcycle tipped over and the clutch lever went into a 4-year-old's eye. Parent was on the line asking what to do. Suddenly she says they're going to lift the motorcycle. I emphatically told her to tell them to stop and wait for rescue and EMS. Rescue ended up cutting off the clutch lever and transporting the kid to the hospital. She underwent surgery. This was in 1982. Just last year, I met the lead rescue officer and the girl herself, now fully grown. They wanted to meet the 911 operator that saved her vision. Wow, the girl walked away still able to see. Some people really get away with moida. Figuratively, of course. I'm glad that she retains her vision. A lot of people are dropping like flies because of this thing, man. I hope that nobody you know gets it. And I also hope that you can join the Discord if you're feeling lonely. Let me get you a link to that. Let me get you a link to that Discord right now. This Christmas season. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. A blood owl, baby. There it is. You're welcome. Okay. Number 10. My father used to be a 911 dispatcher and also an EMT for 5 years. He was a firefighter for over 30 years. Worst call that he ever took was a woman who called and said that her house was on fire. She was trapped in the burning house and could not get out. First responders did not make it in time. He had to stay on the line with her and listen to her as she burned to death. Oh yeah, that'll slot right into the subconscious for some nice dreams. Yeah. He also witnessed, while responding to a suicide call, one of his friends shoot himself in the face with a shotgun. Oh man. He was still alive after the shotgun blast. They saved his life. What kind of life is that? Surviving a blast to the face? Jesus Christ, man. I need to get a mat for that living room so Dia and I can work out. I'm gonna get Dia tight, boy. I'm gonna get Kyle nice and froopshy. Yeah, I don't know about that froopshy life. This dude also responded to an ATV rollover of one of his friend's kids. ATV landed on his kid's face, shattered his skull. His jaw was no longer attached. My dad had to hold his face together while they transported the kid to the hospital, an over 45-minute drive. The kid survived. There are countless other calls that I could tell. My dad has witnessed a lot. Nicest man you'll ever meet. Somebody named Potty Snatcher just followed me on Twitter. What the hell is that? Y'all snatching potties now? My God. Y'all out here snatching potties now. Yeah, go follow Kyle on Twitter. So you can hear me bitch about games and stupid shit like that. You know, I should really, post these streams on Twitch? Post these streams on Twitch? Number 9. Not a first responder, but I work in the ED. One of our physician's friends is a first responder and got a suicide call. It was his house. His daughter hung herself. Holy crap. Somebody says, how do you get over getting that call? And the answer is you don't. Now, I'm not implying that anybody who has children that take their own life are not involved in their children's life. In some times, or in some ways, involvement can make it worse for certain children. But my God, man. Shit, I guess we don't know. I guess we don't know that the parent wasn't one of the reasons that they took their own life. Holy fuck. Oh boy. Number 8. A mother called because her kid pulled a pot of oil off the stove and it spilled on his face. She said that she could see the skin peeling off his face. A friendly reminder to never point the handles of your pots or pans off the stove. How about just watch your bitch ass kids do you know what? If you have kids and you're cooking something on the stove, why don't you just stand with that stove? But you stand with that. You know? You could be guarding that stove like a goalie guarding a goal, and that kid would still probably find a way to just fly in there on that bullshit. Because that's what they're all about. Kids, man, come on. Boiling oil on your face, that's what sucks. Because if it's water, you hope that at the very least you can smack some of it away. But oh my God, the damage is done. I am very sorry. These noises are unacceptable. You know, you could say that they're gross. Oh no, this should probably be above everything so that you can't see like the gifts under it. Dear we girl. Continuing up to number 7. I am not a first responder anymore, but one of my first arson cases was an absolute hilarious disaster. This husband and wife hated each other, but didn't want to get divorced. What they did want was a new house. If only it could be so easy for me. So they poured kerosene on approximately 60 rags and stuffed them under the end table next to the couch. Then they placed empty kerosene lamps on the end table. They then took a 5-gallon gas can full of gas, took the spout off, and placed it in their master bedroom closet. Their completely devoid of all clothing master bedroom closet except for 2 jackets with tassels with the price tag still on them. Nice. They opened all their safes and left them empty and open in the middle of the bedroom. My God, I mean, you guys couldn't have... You couldn't have done it worse. It's just so obvious, so telegraphed. This is pathetic. They took all of the pictures out of the house and replaced them with random photos that they printed off the internet, bro. What? Yo, what? Then they removed the televisions and replaced them with old TVs? They put the flat screen televisions in their barn. Then they poured a clear trail of gasoline down the hallway. Their alibi was that on the day of the fire, they were trying to sell their canoe. They finally got a buyer, but the only time that they could meet the buyer was at 3 a.m. that night. So they drove 2 hours away to sell a canoe at 3 a.m. the very same night. They tried to claim that the unlit non-electric kerosene lamp must have exploded. Then they claimed that their crackhead neighbors were trying to frame them for arson. Then the husband claimed that his wife was trying to frame him for arson because she's, quote, "Oh my God, a Blackfoot Indian, and they are notorious for not wanting to work." Wow. I haven't heard something like that in ever. A what foot what? Then he claimed that Sears was trying to frame him for arson because they were tired of paying his settlement after being injured at work 25 years prior. The only thing that gets a lot of people caught is how dumb they are, you know? How dumb they are, baby. I don't know what to say. This is pretty memorable stuff. Pretty organic and ridiculous stuff. So, to number 6. Man called to report a male was breaking into his neighbor's vehicle across the street. A few minutes into the call, the man came and started to break into the caller's vehicle. Bruh. There's somebody. Oh. Maybe he wasn't in the car. Okay, that's fucked up. I wonder if the person started yelling. I'd start yelling or something, you know. I don't know. I'd let him know I'm a bust a cap. You want to keep it up? I'm gonna hit you with the plaps. Number 6. A man called to report a male was breaking into his neighbor's vehicle across the street. A few minutes into the call, the man came and started to break into the caller's vehicle. A few minutes later, the man spotted my caller and broke into his house from the window. Crack cocaine. Spent 10 minutes listening to the physical fight. When I finally heard the police enter the house and say, "There's blood everywhere." Both the intruder and the caller died? Oh no! You've gotta have a way to defend your own house. I guess if they come in with a gun, it's one thing. Because yeah, both parties probably are gonna die. That sucks. Another 911 dispatcher had my caller's wife and kids on another line. They were hiding upstairs and they heard everything. I talked to a lot of people who were shot, stabbed, and beaten in the final moments of their life. But you usually get them after the situation has already occurred. This caller was just trying to look out for his neighbor, and I spent a good 15 to 20 minutes bantering while waiting for officers to arrive and get the auto thief. Getting to joke around and get to know someone's personality before they violently die hits a lot different than taking a call after violence has occurred. Yeah. And I'm not sure that there's preparation for that in the world. You know? Surely they have the people who have done this for a while, that are veterans of this field, decide, hey, we're not going to train you for this. We're just going to tell you how it is, what goes down. When things go wrong and they call us. And sometimes they have already gone wrong. And not like, oh no, you know, something's on fire wrong. But like, I'm bleeding wrong. I don't think someone's going to make it in time wrong. People ain't equipped for that. They think they got what it takes to do all kinds of jobs because I can do anything. If I just put my mind to it, I can numb myself to, bruh. Okay. What do you say to somebody? How do you comfort them? Are you equipped to comfort them? Do you consider yourself capable, or I want to say capable of just lying? That's what you do, you know? Someone's dying near you. You don't tell them like it is. Unless they're the type, which you typically can't know unless it's somebody that you're close to. You have to tell them it's going to be okay. That help is on the way, that it's going to be all right. Even if they're telling you otherwise. Even if they know better. Number 5. I'm not a first responder, but in 2007, my 4 friends and I were driving home at 2 a.m. one night on the highway. We were not drinking, but up ahead of us in the distance, I could faintly see something in the middle of the road. It was pitch black. I slowed down and kept saying, "What the fuck is that?" Just kept saying it over and over. We slow down and keep saying it to ourselves. We realized it was a black car with no headlights, just sitting in the middle of the road, but it was demolished. I pull over and me and all of my friends sprint to the car and check to see if anybody was inside. There was a woman in the driver's seat who definitely didn't survive the initial crash. My face just completely embedded, or her face was completely embedded into the windshield. We were looking as fast as we could because we were in the middle of the I-95, and thankfully no other cars were coming by, but then we heard a child faintly crying. My friend looks in the back seat and sees there is a child in a car seat who did not look injured, so he tried to open the door, but it wouldn't fully open due to the damage dealt to the vehicle. We had to pull at this door to get it open, and let me tell you, as easy as it sounds, that was no easy task for 4 18-year-olds. Shut the fuck up. What you mean easy as it sounds, you dumb motherfucker? You have any idea what a high velocity crash does to a multiple ton vehicle when it happens so hard and so fast that it can just fold this piece of metal like a goddamn piece of paper, homie? There's a machine, there's a device called the jaws of life that even it struggles to peel the metal back after these high velocity fucking crashes. Oh, it must have been a hard task for a bunch of 18-year-olds. We're the strongest kids in the world, you know what I mean? You guys can do anything, right? But eventually, we got it open. Just enough to pull the child out. We get to the side of the road, and in the blink of an eye, a semi comes full speed and pulverizes the car, dragging it about 100 feet before coming to a complete stop. We called the police, and then they came 15 minutes later, and we waited with the child until they came and questioned us. We were called heroes by all the officers. Later investigations revealed that she came around too fast and hit the guardrail and died on impact. Was she drunk? Is it going to be possible to ascertain whether or not she had anything in her system after she was already in a fatal crash and then pulverized by a semi-truck coming down the freaking road? Now, I'm no fucking scientist. Do you get what I'm saying? But there are flares in the vehicles that I drive. You know what I'm talking about? And if I were to stop, which I wouldn't, I'm very sorry to say, if it was a little kid, Kyle would not be saving it. And I can tell you why, bro. I've been imprisoned for something I didn't do. So I'm not going to be the guy that's trying to play hero so people can go, what's that black guy doing? Is that his kid? That kid looks white. That's not his kid. Bruh, it's liability city. And as a black man, you know not to get involved. Doesn't matter how heroic or how right the things that you're doing are. It can't be me. I've seen enough to know better than to do it. But if I were to do it, let's say hypothetically I was a white boy and I was untouchable. You know what I mean? Jump out of the car, put down some flares. I got my other homies. Maybe we don't want to keep our car in the middle of the street in case somebody does come on that reckless, negligent shit and they hit our vehicle. It's not worth the song and dance. It's not worth all the money that's going to be. It's not worth the time without your vehicle. Even if I was rich and I could easily replace or repair this vehicle or get money from people via insurance because I got the clout to throw shit around like that. It's not worth the time without the vehicle. I'd move my car out of the street. I'd quickly peer in, see what's going on, but I'd probably put a flare down. You know what I mean? Easier said than done, of course, guy. Oh, it's always easy to say it in hindsight, bro. But let me tell it to you like this. I guess because I'm a guy that spent enough time on Watch People Die, Dead or Vegetable, Make My Coffin, a lot of old school sites on the early internet where I see people get fucking struck. I'm talking thunderstruck. You know what I mean? And I ask myself, so why were you in the street? You know what the street is for? Vehicles. Did you know that? Do you know what the street is for? It's for vehicles. And if you're in Asia and if you're in Brazil, even the sidewalks appear to be for vehicles, bro. Watch yourself out there. What is this, some kind of jinky Scooby-Doo mystery? Y'all niggas jumping out the car to go investigate this car in the middle of the street? Okay, you saved this kid's life, yes, but y'all still in the street. And I bet you that they didn't have their car lights turned towards oncoming Bing Bong. Y'all in the middle of a highway. So, heroic, yes. But bruh, there are about 1 million things that could go wrong when they go right. So the crazy thing is, you're a parent, you're a mother with your kid in the back seat. And you took a turn too fast and hit a guardrail? When I hear shit like that, I'm thinking to myself, there are a lot of negligent parents out there, sure. But did she have something in her system? But how can you tell after she's been hit by a truck? Bell says in nursing school, we're told never to tell a patient that they will be okay. We have to say, I'll do what I can to help you. Sounds like a liability thing. You said that I'd be okay. Not exactly comforting to a dying patient, especially when they know they're dying. Lizzie Clifford says, why though? That's strange. I remember on Reddit someone said that they were taught that they had to make it like the patients have a chance. Heh. Some people know better than that. Bell says my instructor said it constitutes as instilling false hope in a patient and is not therapeutic. Bell seems to get more interesting every time she speaks. What a strange woman. Her memes in the Discord. paint her as even more of a Fruit Lupin freak. What a strange hippie girl. Number 5. -1. Ooh, is there a picture here? You put in a dog picture. Let's look at the dog first. And now we're going back up. That's a silly picture. His back legs are like on some kind of stands or bleachers. And then he's like peering under to look. It's a very interesting picture. Very silly picture. I do search and rescue work. I got a call to respond to a missing lady in her 60s, gone overnight. Police had been searching for hours with no luck, so by the time that I got there, she had been missing for 16 hours. This was my K9's first search ever, so I was super nervous but also proud that we could help. The police kept trying to hold me to a small 10 acres set of woods, but my gut said trust my dog, that she wasn't there. The police officer got angry with me and decided to go back to the 10 acres while I continued with my K9 into a new area. 5 minutes later, my dog gives an alert and I watch which way she went. I climbed over a huge tree to find the lady standing there in shock. She went passed out. Nigga, what? I can only read it. She went passed out as soon as I said who I was and asked her what her name was. Maybe she went and passed out, like she just fainted. After years of being told that I was wasting my time and that my dog was shit, if I wanted to do search and rescue, I should get a real dog? It was the most amazing feeling in the world. My K9 is almost retired, has multiple fines, and a recovery under her paws now. She is simply amazing. And this is the dog. Peanut. I can see why a lot of people would have some shit to say. It's not the typical type of dog that you would want to do recovery work. I would imagine that other dogs genetically have an advantage via their capacity to smell, their range. They're just at a disadvantage. It'd be like trying to get a lady to do some serious lifting. Like, yeah, some ladies are just going to destroy many men, but not most men, because they're born with a genetic advantage. Beth says, I'm going to be crazy busy tonight, tomorrow, and Monday. I got to order my husband's presents, 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow, wash bed sheets. I got to buy gifts and bake cookies. Try not to get COVID while you're at it. Is that too real? Is it a real thing to say? Watch yourself. Majority of people I'm talking to right now, people that work caring for others because they're heroes like that, they are dealing with motherfuckers who have that shit. Not saying that you should not enjoy your holiday season, of course. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That's what it's all about. You seem fairly excited, and that's good. Have fun with that excitement. Dia and I have a Christmas tree in the living room with one gift under it. It is for my mother. The gift is for my mother. One gift. Tree's not even finished decorating, and I have to wonder if it's going to get finished. You know what I mean? There's also a bed frame on the floor in the living room that I need to finish because I'm swapping it out for what's under this current bed, which has seen better days. There's dips at one portion where I'm always plopping myself down because, you know, I'm negligent. It's been a few years. Is what it is. I made some curry this morning. Maybe that's what you people are about. Let me put that on my story. I think I only had a picture of a plate that I made for Dia. So I will. No, I took videos, but I don't need to post them. Let me post a picture of the plate. Okay. Man, the curry looks really bright. Usually I put in a little bit of browning, but I didn't feel like it this time. My story. There you go. A little bit of parsley on top like a loser. If I could have separated the gravy from the chicken so that the gravy would be in the middle, separating the rice and the chicken, that'd have been great. But I effectively cooked the chicken in the gravy and then, used the potatoes to thicken it. It is what it is. Oh boy. What makes Jesus sad? He says, that makes me sad, Kyle. Seraphim Bear says, Kyle, you made Dia a homemade plate. I'm always cooking for Dia. Beth says, it's the only time of the year I get to bake, since my husband and I are a bit big and he's diabetic. So one day of the year is fine. Well, what you mean one day of the year, homie? You telling me you don't bake on Thanksgiving? Okay. I mean, I'm sure you can avoid it. You just get some turkey, get some mashed potatoes, gravy, some peas of some sort, some rice. I don't know what y'all eat. Every get together or holiday I spend with my mom is Jamaican as fuck. So we're not dying for no dry ass turkey. I can tell you that. And then we have a really small amount before we're full. But we do go out and get some kind of dessert from like a Publix or a Walmart. She likes pie. I feel like I'm falling out of the mood for sweets. Because even the ice cream that I used to love, I used to work at a Cold Stone Creamery for a hot minute. Making cakes and decorating the cakes and, making ice cream and all kind of bullshit like this. And I used to really like mixing in like brownies and I got some cake batter ice cream and all of this other bullshit. But now I got the ice cream in the fridge. Sometimes while I'm at the fridge, I'll open up the freezer, take a spoonful of the ice cream and go, that's enough. You know what I mean? Or I got Ben and Jerry's the other day because I've been like testing different flavors of Ben and Jerry's to see which is the one that I might like. I've made it through two entire well, I haven't made it through. I tried one, and now I'm on the second one. And since I'm the only one eating the Ben & Jerry's, I shit you not, sometimes I open up the fridge and I just lick it. And then I go, this is fine. I put it back. Looks like Dia's waking up. Must have called her name too many times. Did I leave it on this entry without reading it? I apologize. Somebody probably read it while I was on that bullshit. Number 3, working as a deputy sheriff, I got a 911 call to a local park for a dead body by suicide. I got there and this lady with a flashlight waves us down. As we approach, we yell out asking if she was the caller and she says yes. We yell out again where the body is. She said right there. Pulled out a gun. She said right here, pulls out a gun and commits suicide right in front of us. She wanted to make sure we found her body before the kids showed up the next morning to play in the park. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've told you in the past, and maybe you're old enough, and I say old enough, what I mean is you have been with my channel long enough to know that it does infuriate me, irrationally so, for people to throw away their lives in a capacity that is outrageously negligent, in my opinion, but also just like disregarding the people that are going to find you. First of all, there's two different categories. There's one where you're killing yourself and you're not thinking about how, like, if your parents or your friends have to find you. But the other, and this is the one I hate the most, is if you're endangering potentially other people's lives by killing yourself. You're throwing yourself in front of a bus, you're throwing yourself on train tracks or something like that. And not only is that traumatizing the driver that you're involuntarily involving in this act of yours, but it could potentially traumatize them to the point where they're considering taking their own lives. This applies doubly so to family members. If you're going to hang yourself or shoot yourself in the house and they have to find you, do you have any idea the kind of grief? No, you don't. And I guess that the pain is so bad that people can't be bothered to think about anything outside of what they're feeling right now. And I get it, but It's disgusting. And the reason that I bring that up is to say, this is pretty fucking grisly. This bitch is traumatizing these dudes, but maybe it's these guys' job to kind of see this kind of shit all the time. So if anybody had to see it, it should be the people who are best trained to see it. And I'm glad that she was considerate so that she didn't want to scar some kids who might stumble across her body in the park. So this is a real weird story, bro. And I'm sorry, because what makes it weird is how I feel about it. Is this lady was like, I got your dead body right here. Ma'am, where's the body?
Well, it's right here.
Mr. Trebek, I will take Was This Lady White for $500. Because if she was black, she would never have reached her own head with that gun. They would have been like, pow! Got her. Nice one, Sarge. Fastest gun in the West. Now let's sprinkle some crack on her. A waka waka. What? Damn, K-Haven. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Your contribution goes a long way in this time. I thank you. You're amazing. That's hardcore. You're a baller, K-Haven. When I say KH, I think of Kingdom Hearts, and then I think of When You Walk Away. You won't hear me say please. Oh baby, don't go. Beth says, I love Popeyes. We have a local place called White Fence Farm. White? I'm kidding. Excellent chicken, corn fritters, and fries. Y'all already heard me geeking out yesterday because I can't believe Jack in the Box got burgers. Breakfast sandwiches. Okay, no big deal. Tacos? Wait a minute. You know what I mean? They got chicken bowls? Teriyaki bowls? What's going on at Jack in the Box? They just got everything there? Jack in the Box turned it into like the Walmart of fast food places? Wow. What are you guys going on about? Rollway says, pro tip, get the chicken and dumplings at Cracker Barrel. She would have perky titty girl, like tips for Cracker Barrel. Y'all know I'm not brave enough for Cracker Barrel, right? I'm not brave enough for a lot of buffets pre-pandemic because I know what the kitchen is like. I think if you've ever known what a kitchen somewhere is like, it'll scare you about certain places as far as eating is concerned. Everywhere is pretty much really dangerous because everything is at the mercy of the staff. But she hitting them tips. Was it YNK the other day that I was hitting with a tip talking about how if he uses Grubhub, when you order from Wendy's, you should get the 4 for $4, which is like, oh, they give you chicken nuggets, they give you a drink, they give you a burger and some fries. But if you make the fries large and the drink large, they don't upcharge you. It's still $4. But if you went like through the drive-through, they would upcharge you. But on the app, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I don't order from apps unless I'm getting free delivery or some kind of free something. That's what you do, bro. There's enough different delivery apps where you should just fuck around. Yeah. Fuck around with them, bro. Have like a card that you don't even like care about. You know? So they don't have access to a real card. You know what I'm talking about? How did this turn into this? Burger King used to have cheesecake, Kyle. Burger King gotta still have some pies. Because I know Burger King down here has like a cookies and cream pie. Burger King pies. Why is my thing frozen? What have you done? What? How could you have done that? Task Manager, please. Google Chrome is using 5,000 memory. That's 31% of my hard drive. Have you lost your mind? How many windows are open? I can't let you do this, Skywalker. Even if I close these windows, I know. take advantage of me. See, this is what I'm used to seeing. This little Hershey's pie. So that ain't no different. If they wanted to do like a, is there a Twix one? Yeah. Oh my God! Oh my God, that's mold! Oh my God! Bitch, you about to get paid! Bitch, you about to get paid! This is what I'm telling you! I'm telling you shit! Oh my God! I'm telling you this shit about these fast food places. You are at the mercy of the people who are handling it like this. Mildly illegal. Mildewly illegal. Waka waka. A free extra topping. You normally have to pay more for that. Oh my God.
Burger King Fund.
Rollaways. That is so sweet and kind and beautiful and hot. Thank you for this hot 420
smoke weed every day
donation. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm going to Burger King after I saw that. Boiger King. I don't know what to say. Number 15. Mold. Mold, bro. As we continue up this list, of worst 911 calls, we arrive at number 2. Someone called stating that they had seen a man on a small island on the lake hours ago, but now the man was gone, but his boat was still out there. An older woman called in a half an hour stating that her husband had gone missing. He was last seen taking his boat out on the lake sometime overnight. The increasing tension in her voice as she noticed the sheriff's deputies were already dredging the lake was something else. She was calm, but clearly actively dealing with the fact that her husband was likely dead. They found his body not long after I hung up with her. Sometimes it's the people screaming that get to you. Sometimes it's the quiet acceptance of a horrible truth that stays with you even longer. It's not right. It's not right. Shut up, phone. Shut up. What do you mean, how's her food? She ate it this morning before we went to bed. How was it? Well, they're asking you. You answer in the chat. You know. She would say that. Seraphim Bear says, Kyle, I live up north. We have strawberry cheesecake. Or we had the strawberry cheesecake from 2010 to 2014. So it was only like a limited time deal. I hope there was only a moderate amount of mold in it. Ayane says,
Hi, ooh.
Beth says, who knows how long he would have gone unfound if he hadn't been spotted the night before. Maybe he'd have washed up. It's crazy how some bodies just sink. Dave says, hi Kyle, what are your thoughts on Cyberpunk and the fact that Sony removed the game from the purchase store and offered refunds? I mean, what do I need to... I should make another video since I guess you weren't here, but I did talk about it earlier. What I'll say again is the only reason that this is getting so bad that they are taking it off the store is because... Let's go to Cyberpunk's Twitter right now. First of all, let me put it to you like this. Recently we played something called Marvel's Avengers. which was fundamentally broken, but it wasn't broken in a way where a good amount of people couldn't play it. It was just the PC population. Okay? So, let me show you something. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Is this it? Bro, this is a wall of text. I don't have time for it. I'll summarize. Long story short, I don't know if it was like a day or two ago, Cyberpunk made a post and said, hey, you know, refund it. They kind of encouraged people to get some refunds. I would imagine that this made it so that PlayStation, if not Xbox as well, were inundated with people going, hey, I want a refund. So PlayStation, forced to actually, you know, move their damn hand, was deciding, okay, we're going to do this damn refund. What? Stripping it from the store? My God, it's got to have been bad. Does Steam charts exist properly? I think it do. Let's look for Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is number 2 right now. It's the second most played game on Steam right now. There are 388,000 people playing Cyberpunk right now, with an 830,000 all-time peak, and this is just PC, the preferred platform, okay? When you look at something like Marvel's Avengers, let's look that up right now. I think that game was considerably broken when it came out, but nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit. The most people that were playing Marvel's Avengers were 28,000 people. That's not even 30,000, okay? There are less than 700 people playing Marvel's Avengers right now. The game came out and nobody gave a shit. Yes, this is one platform, but it just goes to show you, because this is Cyberpunk as well, and it's only one platform. And PC is the platform where everything worked, but, you know, even though these other platforms, they got the short end of that stick, I get it. I get why it's unacceptable. And all of the douchebags who reviewed it and got their early copies or whatever, they only got it for PC. So it's just funny. It's just funny to see. I'm glad, because I want this to be a step in the right direction for gamers. So Dave, to answer your question, the concise take that I have is good. You know what I mean? I feel that other games deserve this treatment, but other games didn't have people giving as much of a shit. Fallout 76 didn't have people giving a shit. But it just goes to show you, when you have a game that you're hyping up for like 8 years, maybe when it comes out, it needs to come correct. And it didn't. It came correct on one platform. And even there's still a couple of bugs that y'all need to iron out. Not that everything should be flawless. I agree. But you get what you deserve. You get what you effing deserve. And I believe that this will be good for the industry, as it will start to kill pre-order culture, and it will start to force games to release in better states. You know? Because many games that come out these days are looking like a moldy pie that you might get from a Burger King. You know? There you go. So I'm seeing, you know, maximum dum-dum juice slurping in the chat right now, because apparently Linda came out of the woodwork to talk about a Dia video game and what would you do in it. Well, Linda didn't bring it up, Seraphin did, but she goes, what would you do in it? And then Seraphin goes, Kyle gets kidnapped, Princess Peach style, and Dia goes to save him. On that Bing Bing Wahoo stuff, right? Yeah, amazing. You know, I just want everybody to bring perky titty energy to this stream, and instead, this is the droopiest, saggiest idea I've ever seen. Yes, it would be amusing, but I'm not gonna get kidnapped. You know? I want her to reach the end, and then I'm like playing video games with Bowser, and I'm like, you wanna join, Dia? Yeah. And she's like,
I get to be Luigi.
Hell yeah, I love Luigi.
Yeah, titty game weak. I thought y'all had that perky stuff. I thought y'all had them pointy. You know how like some girls, Dia, their nipples don't point, so they have to get the nipple piercings to make them kind of protrude. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them go in. You really don't have those problems. You used to stare daggers through everything when I'd see you. My God. I don't know how people could control themselves seeing some shit like that. Just nipples pointing out all the time. What the fuck? Don't mention the nipples. Don't mention the nipples. Beth says, hopefully, it's not like 1983 all over again. Games being released too much, too fast, and the quality was increasingly bad. At least Nintendo came along. Belle says, one time I did a Jar Jar Binks impression while my BF and I were doing Bing Bong. Belle just took a little bit of adoration I had for her and just like unplugged the bathtub of it. 'Cause I'm imagining that. Misa like in the middle of it, Dia. I would just rip it out. I'll rip it out. I'd be like, oh, stupid bitch. Don't you ever do that again. You were supposed to bring balance to the force. What the fuck? Oh my God. True Silverwolf says it would be Kyle going through various video game via Adobo's big adventure style. Adobo's, huh? Like the seasoning? Adobo seasoning, y'all. You gotta use a little bit of that. Wait a minute. I've never heard of this game.
It's Abobo, not Adobo.
I thought it was adobo seasoning.
Adobo and Abobo are pronounced differently.
What is a bobo?
Or I mean, spelled differently.
Oh, they did write a bobo.
Yeah. What?
I thought it said adobo. Yeah, boy. I used that on a little bit of it on the curry. Just a little bit. You know, that's what's up. Look, guys, it's time for us to finally arrive at number 1 on the worst 911 calls. Go back to the spooky track. Oh my God. Number 1. An elderly gentleman called 911 to notify them that his wife had passed away in her sleep. Except it was 7 o'clock at night. Apparently, he just couldn't deal with it emotionally, so he got her dressed, took her out to the car, and drove around doing his errands for the day. Watched some TV together, and then after 12 or so hours, he finally accepted that she was gone and called 911.
What's this?
Weekend at Bernie's, huh?
What?
Nothing. D, I said Weekend at Bernie's.
I don't know that movie.
You don't know that you've never heard of Weekend at Bernie's?
I'm sure I have,
How old am I?
but
When am I gonna get nipply titties that know Weekend at Bernie's, Dia?
to be honest with you, it also sounds like a song. So I don't know.
Weekend at Bernie's and all I think about. Oh my God. Weekend at Linda's. She'd probably chop you up like piece by piece. Linda would love to have another body to add to the collection.
Don't be mean to Linda.
How is that mean? I'm just describing what she does. She kills people.
What?
Weekend at Butter Slices. It really rolls off the tongue. Butter Slices. 4 syllables. Oh, that's great. You know, I'll admit something to you as a black man, which has got to be like a, you know, it's got to be like a faux pas. It's got to be like some kind of, what's the word? Crime, Dia. I have never seen Coming to America. and I saw that there was like, oh God, where is it? It's just gone now. I saw that there was a promotional, image released from the, because they're making a second one. Wake up, sheeple. Ew. It's a dude with a sheep wife. What the hell? Oh. That's cursed, bro. That is cursed. Linda says, I'm afraid I have to take you out now. To a gay bar. I want to take you to a gay bar. Gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. But Seraphin says there was a dance called the Bernie Lean. What? Was that a Bernie Sanders thing? A green frog's diet includes snakes? Oh my God. But, oh my God. I bet if frogs are big enough, they'd try to eat us.
Yeah.
I bet if everything was big enough, they'd eat us.
Of course.
But the snake's gotta be biting at its insides and stuff. How does it have a belly for that? Let's go into the comment section and see if we can get educated. True Silver says the snake said he hated Wednesday. That's a pretty layered joke, man. How is the frog going to digest the whole snake? They don't have teeth. Is he just going to suffocate the snake with his digestive system? So I looked it up and found this passage explaining, most frog species will actually eat anything that looks like it'll fit in their mouth that moves in front of their eyes. It's instinct. They eat first and think later. The frog just likely grabbed whatever bit of the snake it could using its hands to try and shove it down. Can confirm, had a pet frog try to eat me. Wasn't there a frog that ate someone's AirPods? Bless you. One bullfrog in my high school biology class had a mouse in its stomach. Wow. Does this kill the snake? Frogs don't have teeth. Can the frog even fit the entire snake in its body? You'd be surprised at how hard it is to breathe in a stomach. But it can't bite its way out or something? Can confirm currently in a stomach having difficulty breathing. Shut up. Fucking fruity bastards. Frogs and toads will eat anything that can fit in their mouth. Look at this face. Ew. Ew. Ew with this face. What is it called? Let's hover over it. Does this face have a name? What's the name of that face? Does that face exist in our smileys? Let's take a look here.
I think it's like smug smile or something.
Smirking face. Ew. Ew. I want to apologize to everybody because I know your titties have seen better days, guys. And I want you to know that with the right dedication, love, and exercise, you guys can achieve the titties... the titties of your dreams. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. Moldy pie. Moldy Twix pie. You know, sometimes I bite off more than I can chew on the internet, and this time I shouldn't have used the idiom bit off more than I can chew to talk about a moldy pie. Ew. Oh boy. Serious on Ask Reddit. How can someone be a good boss to someone with mental issues? Stop trying to make their life easier and fire them. Damn it. Somebody says, be results oriented. So yeah, they're going to, bruh. If they are giving you the quality of work you need, don't micromanage how they are getting it done. There's no way, dude. You can't hold certain people to the same standard. Even though certain conditions and ailments won't affect certain types of work, some people, ooh, bro. This is a really layered question. The fact that you're asking this question puts you light years ahead of most bosses. Being accommodating goes a long, long way and can inspire both harder work and loyalty. I don't know, bro. It's really bizarre and almost perplexing that the first entry said be results oriented, because most real bosses can tell you it's not about, let me say it to you like this. Y'all wouldn't have to question whether or not people would lose their job if a robot came along and did it. Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe I'm paying you, let's say figuratively, about $50 a week, okay? And this robot is going to cost me $50, but I'll never have to pay it. Pay for maintenance maybe. You know what I mean? Now, this robot could do your job at half the pace. It could do your job at a third of the pace. But you know how much less it's costing me? I could probably afford to get another robot. I could probably afford to get 5 robots for the price that I was, fucking around on with you. So, unfortunately, if an able-bodied and normal, as much as I resent that word, unfortunately, in this context, person is more capable, and a robot would be more capable than the people, I think we need to look at it exactly the same way. Can you do what is expected of you? Can you do it, at what cost?
Okay, so Pornhub deleted all their content that's not from verified users.
Okay.
So normal, just because they were trying to fight fucked up shit on the website.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Okay, so Pornhub
Shut up.
videos in one day. And,
Right.
I felt the repercussions because I have in Google Chrome this collection of bookmarks of various videos of porn.
I mean, who didn't? That's the point. But if I can say it to you like this, if you're fucking normie and the only porn site you were going to was Pornhub, then you get what you deserve. I'm an ex-hamster man myself, do you? Do you know anything about ex-hamster? Yeah. You know what I love about ex-hamster? Is the fact that it uses a hamster for its it's little mascot, and it's in the title of the site, because it's almost like a shout out to the kink or the gross. That's a living creature, man. Some people crazy. You know what I mean? That's fucked up. That is fucked up. And I'd like to thank you once again for being a part of whatever we could call these. How awesome is it that Master Chief is in Fortnite? How awesome. I put the sword on my back so that I look like, y'all get it if y'all play Halo. This person really did put a post on Fortnite saying, I'm a marine biologist. Fish should have thermal outlines as they are warm-blooded. The game is currently unplayable in this state, he says, Dia. The game is currently unplayable in this state. A lot of juicy, thick Latinas on X-Hamster, Dia. You understand? I don't know what put me into that. I say, looking at Dia. I don't know. K-Haven says I copped that skin real quick. Me too. And I'm still hating myself over it. Yo, the rage emote goes so well with Master Chief. I need to get it. Did you see that? Did you see him at the end? With the controller, like he has it in his hand and then he throws it on the ground. It goes perfectly with this skin. Wow. I need that emote now.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? It's always oh no. You know I bought Dia the Michonne skin? That's your birthday present, Dia.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. God, what the fuck?
No, I'd be okay with
Your
it.
birthday's like a million years away and the skin wasn't that bad.
It's like right around.
I need to figure out building you a computer, but like I need to like go online and have them do it for me. Because I have the memory from my old not memory, it's RAM. I'm gonna need more memory. Okay. I have the RAM from my old computer. And I have the other graphics card, the 1080. Sony PlayStation will offer refunds. I love it. Let me see here. Wait, was that? Are they listed by? What? Wait a minute. Give me a second. I don't want to see new bitch. Show me the top comments. What's wrong with you? Stupid ass site. The subreddit has its settings to show us new. Somebody just going LMFAO. Holy fuck, okay. Sony is known for engineering precision and excellence. Their name has been dragged through the mud over this. It is likely that they felt as betrayed as those who purchased this game. This will, 1, offer some damage control for their own brand. 2, show that they are choosing the side of the gamer. Number 3, send a message to other companies who attempt this. But Marvel got away with it because nobody played their game. Number 4, may help to prevent a class action lawsuit. Number 5, allow them to file suit against CD Projekt Red. Here's a thought that I heard flying around when this news initially broke earlier today. If the game is delisted from motherfucking PlayStation, does that mean that PlayStation won't get patches, Dia? Do you get what I'm saying? Say you choose to keep the game. Can you now no longer have patches because the game is not going to be available for purchase?
That's not good.
Bruh. I think physical copies of Cyberpunk just got pretty sexy. Jesus said, how much for a build like mine? My computer wasn't too expensive. You know? I'm pretty sure my build couldn't have cost more than $1,200. And that's because the graphics card itself was like $400, $500. You know? So everything else comes up to about $100 when you think about it. You're building a computer, you need a motherboard. That's 1. You need a case. That's 2. You need some RAM, that's 3. You need a CPU, that's 4. Did I say a power supply? That's 5. You got a lot of shit. Not a lot of shit. But you want RAM. You need a motherboard, RAM, power supply, CPU, graphics card, and a big ass fan. For that, maybe you're the type of motherfucker that's trying to get away with a normal fan, but I don't know. I'm too scared of the CPU getting fried, so I have a radiator fan in my computer right now. It's not pretty, but it's cheap. It was like $70 for it. You want to get a stupid water cooler fan that's really pretty and nice and blah blah blah. You know, I got all kinds of stuff in the way of my computer anyway, and it's not like moving. There's enough colors coming out of it because of the what is it? The RAM that like lights up and changes colors. It's pretty, but that fan, that big ass radiator fan, let me show you what my radiator fan looks like. Radiator. Fan. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. It is a Noctua fan. Can you show me a Noctua fan? You should have wrote it then, Cyan. Cyan. Noctua. Radiator fan. This is what it looks like. Huge, huh? You should see it from the side. Bulky motherfucker. But it literally flows air through that freaking those big ass radiators, and it pumps coolness into the CPU. Nothing to worry about. You know what I mean? So yeah, everything adds up when you're building a computer. You got that motherboard, you got the RAM, you got the power supply. Power supplies are a big deal as well, but they're not super expensive. But you want to make sure you got enough juice, because it's not worth compromising your entire build, and you can fry a build by trying to get away with a cheap ass power supply. You need one that's nice and hefty. Nice and hefty. $70. Every separate part of your computer is going to cost you around $70 to $80. You know? I think I was looking before at like some things, just trying to get some pieces set aside for Dia's computer. And even the case. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could probably get like a cheaper case, but you don't really want to go lower than probably $70. But this isn't a priority now, so let's move it way down the list. Dia. Early next year, I'll sort your computer out. Right now is chapstick time, Dia. Okay? Do you have a kind of chapstick that you like?
A kind of chapstick?
Yeah. Or like lip balm or
I like,
lip gloss.
I think it's called like Dr. Baby Lips or something like that.
I have never heard of that. Dr. Baby Lips, Dia.
Something like that.
Damn, girl.
Yeah.
Dia got that cute hot girl stuff. Jesus, Dia's hot. You know what Where's my pictures of Dia? I need to make a pictures of Dia folder. Like a creep. Is that cool? Why can't I find that picture of you? It should be easier to find. It's the one that I used for your Twitch. There it is. I love this picture because of how Native American it makes you look. Is that weird?
Someone actually called me somebody actually asked me if I was indigenous.
The reason that I brought this picture up is because I love that, like, you're not wearing any lip gloss in this picture, but it does look like you have makeup on your mouth. That's probably the kind of thing that girls would go for. I think the lighting in this picture makes you look dirty in the neck area, which isn't the case, but I don't know. Fuck you, lighting. I missed that room. I painted the walls red. I'd do that for this room in a heartbeat. Did Mom repaint the walls?
You painted the walls.
Did Mom repaint the walls?
No, you did.
Did Mom repaint them?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. She probably did. Because she's not brave enough for red walls. One day we'll be back in that house. And if we don't sell it, the whole house's walls are gonna be red. And one black room.
Why would you ever go back to that house?
Well, because of the murders, you mean?
What? No.
We can never go back. Alright, guys, I hope you have a fucking... What are we doing? Oh, this video pissed me off because it was so fucking lame. Dead or vegetable, wife beater gets shot 15 times and he was still moving. Now, it would be negligent for me to try to get away with watching this on stream, but nobody said anything about watching it in another window. Hey, drip a boom, boom, drip a boom, shaker like a boom, boom. What the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck? Let go of him. Whoa, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's still standing. What the fuck? What kind of drugs? Oh. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. Wow. I really like the girl in this car so much. Yeah, there's a girl in the car and she's not screaming. Yo, keep that one. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god! Ooh. Yo, wow. police. And what's crazy is like they're far enough away to where they're not in danger per se of like bullets flying and hitting them, but they're also close enough to where they definitely don't want to make any sudden movements. As far as the this is cruel. I'm sorry guys that you can't see this. All you need to know is some dude appeared to be messing with some lady, so the police showed up and just
Gosh, son, that's crazy as fuck.
Dude is still breathing. Wait a minute, the dude had a gun? Yeah, he had a gun. That's fucked up, man. You got what you deserved. You out here waving around a gun trying to mess with people. Oh boy. So ladies and gentlemen, how are you feeling? Linda's asking gameplay. Girl, if I finish this bed, get it back in here in a timely fashion. To be honest, I should just get Dia's webcam from the other room, put it on her, and then we play Fortnite or something. Cause I'm like,
I am very upset now with you putting the idea that I won't get for future patches for this game. What would be the point?
We don't know that yet. It's just a hypothesis. We don't know that you won't.
It's so stupid. Like, I understand that maybe there was a very big loss, but why the hell remove the game from the store? Like, y'all can't be making that much more money on Marvel Avengers, but you guys took this game down immediately? Like, it's just a whole bucket of stupid.
A Dia file. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being so explosive, okay? Thank you to the sweet, luscious rollaways. Thank you to the humble, confident K-Haven. And I will see you guys soon. Looks like Linda's getting that bacon. Who was talking about baking for their husband? Beth? Yes, I think it was Beth. If you guys are baking for anybody, you know, good luck. Hope you have a great time. And if you're not, then why don't you bake for yourself? You deserve it, you know? Bake for yourself. You should bake me some damn cupcakes. Or... Nah. I was about to say something extracurricular. Yeah, I don't need to bake nothing like that. I don't think any of that would survive, you know? Gummies would work, you know, for like keeping them. But if you were to try to make like cookies or something, and then, yeah, you would need to make them here, straight up. You just need to make them here. Sasuke says I'm fat. Well, you know what? We can all do something about that together. We got to work out. That's why I'm trying to get this mat. I've been looking at mats on Amazon, but some of them are pricey as hell and they don't seem as big as they should be for that price. I'm trying to just get the best price for these mats so that when I lay it down to do some, because it's not like a little girl yoga mat, bro. I want a mat that I can like step from side to side on and like, you know, really and it's not gonna, you know, fuck out if I'm lifting weights or doing some kind of exercise on it, you know, maybe even big enough for Dia and I to be on it together. So look, don't let shit like that stop you either. Just get something done, you know, on a daily basis, establish a routine, and then you'll be making progress. I believe in you, and I'll see you soon.
Bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Goodbye.